Right, morning fellas, welcome back to another Villa on Tour video. Today we are discussing transfers. Transfers. We all love them. We all love the transfer season, although it can get a little bit annoying with all the rubbish that's on Twitter. However, I'm going to talk about all the signings, all the players we've been linked with, ins and outs in this video. So stay tuned. Please do subscribe as well. We're very close to 20,000 subscribers, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video if you do go on to enjoy it. And without further ado, let's get into it. I'll tell you what, Twitter for some people is getting quite annoying at the moment because some of the transfers that are going about, some of the rumours, some of the accounts that people think are in the know, they know things that maybe they don't, they may be lying, I don't know, it's carnage at the moment, and it has barely been 2 weeks since we've been promoted, so it's a long few months ahead everyone, it's a long few months. However, I think there's only one place we can start. The guy himself has signed this morning, Anwar El Ghazi. It was a bit weird actually on Twitter this morning because he actually, on his personal account, said @AVFC official, announce me. And as soon as I saw that I was like, here we go, announcement is imminent. And then Villa quote tweeted it saying, Anwar El Ghazi announced ? And it was like, come on lads, just announce it, we all want to know. And then a couple of minutes later they put out the official tweet saying that he'd been signed on a permanent deal, and it's rumoured, I think Sky Sports said it was for 4 years, and the rumoured fee is sort of like €8 million, which for a 24-year-old, he's only just turned 24 as well, I think that's a bargain. I think it's a very, very good signing for a really good fee as well. In terms of this season, he signed under Steve Bruce last summer, right at the end of the transfer window, I think it was. He scored 6 goals and he's got 6 assists this season. At the start of the season, he was slightly inconsistent. He fell out of the team as well. Steve Bruce wasn't picking him for a while, but then when Dean Smith came in, I thought he could get the best out of him, and he wasn't great in his first few months. I think that Borough away game and the West Brom away game where he scored the absolute rocket, he was really, really good, but then he fell off the cliff a little bit. That poor run we went on, he wasn't really too great, but when we went on that 10-game winning run, he was incredible. He was one of the best players, and in the playoff final as well, obviously he scored that goal, which I didn't see, but he scored the goal and he was one of the better players in the playoff final, and I think he's got to grow into this team. And obviously for a foreign player coming in, the Championship isn't always an easy league to come into, but he's taken it by storm, and I can't wait to see what he can do in the Premier League next season, because I think if we didn't go up, I didn't think we were going to get him back. I think he'd be playing in the Premier League whatever happened to Villa, whether they went up or not. As I said, he scored a few rockets this season. West Brom away, Forest at home in the 5-5 draw actually, which I featured in my top 10 goals this season video, so if you haven't already seen that, please click that link after you've watched this video, go and check that one out. But yeah, overall I think it's a really, really good signing. I think we expected it really, but yeah, fair play, decent fee, lots of potential with El Ghazi, and I can't wait to see him next season. The next rumour is a rubbish one. Maxi Gomez from Celta Vigo. I hadn't heard of him before, you probably haven't heard of him. Came from Celta Vigo, he's a striker, he's got a release clause of like 45 to 50 million euros, so I think that says it all really. I think it's one of these rumours on Twitter where someone just said the name and then someone's picked it up and then it spiralled out of control, but it was never really going to happen. Like, a newly promoted team are never ever going to spend 50 million euros on a striker that hasn't played in the Premier League before. I think that one was absolute rubbish and it's not going to happen. Tyrone Mings, mate. How long are you going to keep us waiting? The whole saga is going on. I know I'll contradict myself here. I know it's only been 2 weeks since the playoff final, but come on, wrap up please. A few sources like the Birmingham Mail, Greg Evans said that a £15 million bid had been lodged for Tyrone Mings to Bournemouth, but that was quite a while ago. Like, it's dragging on. I know Tyrone Mings is actually on holiday at the moment, so that might play a part in it. I know, give it a few more weeks, he might come back and sort it all out, but he's keeping us waiting, isn't it? Still, every tweet Villa do, announce Mings, announce Mings, announce Mings. Like, it's going to happen. I'm still fairly confident it's going to happen. It would make sense. So, please, Tyrone, sign, please. Another one like Maxi Gomez that is a bit of a loose rumour and I don't really think it's going to happen is Harry Wilson from Liverpool. He obviously played for Derby last season, played in the playoff final where he was really, really good last season, one of Derby's best players. But Liverpool want £21 million, I believe, for him. Obviously Liverpool aren't really going to keep him. Like, he's not going to get in their squad, is he? Like, you look at Salah, Mane, he's never going to get in there, and I don't really think at this age he's going to want to sit on the bench and be back up to those players. So he wants to play football. Realistically, Liverpool have got Shaqiri as well on the wing, so they're probably looking at letting Harry Wilson go, but I just don't really see it happening. Obviously, we're looking at loads of wingers at the moment. We've just signed El Ghazi, we've just signed Hotter, so I don't think we're really looking at strengthening wingers right now. It's not really our priority, and for £21 million as well, bit much really. So yeah, I don't see much truth in the Harry Wilson thing, but we'll see. I wouldn't say no to it, but for £21 million, nah, maybe not. Here's one as well. Tom Bayliss from Coventry. I'm not going to lie, I haven't heard of this geezer before. He's a midfielder, but he only scored 3 goals last season in 41 appearances in League One for Coventry. Isn't amazing, but I have heard good things on the internet, obviously saying, Coventry fans saying he's class, but he's only scored 3 goals in 41 games. I might be a little bit naive here, because obviously I've never seen him play, I've never heard of him, so. But however, it was reported by The Sun. Make of that what you will, but nah, not for me. I don't really trust that. It would kind of make sense with the amount of players we've released so far, with the 8 players we've let go. Whelan, Yedinak, we do need cover in midfield, but obviously he's not going to start. He might just be a squad player, but we'll see. Another player Villa had on loan last season, Kortney Hause. This is going on slightly longer than I would have liked as well, but apparently it's been reported that he has agreed personal terms on a £30,000 a week basis, which it's all right, but I think he's still on holiday at the moment as well. So, but I think the deadline for Villa to actually go in to Wolves and say we want to keep him, because obviously there was an agreement there after the loan finished in the summer that, you know, we wanted to sign him. So I think the rumoured fee is about £3 million. And for me, that's a no-brainer. Go and get him, because people are saying yes, he could take the left back spot over Taylor, but for me, under Dean Smith's system, I wouldn't play in left back. I think he'd be good cover at left back, don't get me wrong, good cover at centre back as well, but I wouldn't necessarily say he'd be that left back that we want to be bombing forward and backwards. You know, Taylor isn't really that either. So that's why I really think we need a left back. But for me, Kortney Hause is a no-brainer. Get him in. He's going to be a squad player, and for £3 million, absolute bargain. Saeed Benrahma as well from Brentford. I think the Brentford links are always going to be there. They're always going to be reported because obviously Dean Smith was there. And there's a lot of good players. We've already signed Hotter, who was there. Dean Smith, he's going to get the best out of him. Benrahma as well is another right winger. The rumoured fee is about €10 million. I believe this was reported by a French website. He's a very tricky, skillful winger from Algeria. He's played international football as well for Algeria, so he must be doing something right. Played 46 games last season and scored 11 goals, which is quite good for a winger, to be fair. He's a right winger as well, just like Hotter, and he's still only 23 years old as well. Again, another winger. We've already signed 2 so far with El Ghazi and Hotter, but I'm not too sure. I think there's other positions, like I've already said, that we need to strengthen rather than on the wing, but I wouldn't say no. It is sort of realistic as well with, obviously, as I mentioned, the Dean Smith link. He's only 23 years old, so decent signing if it does happen, but it's sort of 50-50 for me at the moment. Now, the last couple I'm going to talk about are ones that I think are absolute rubbish, but people still like to speculate. Gary Cahill from Chelsea. He got released from Chelsea at the end of his contract this summer. He's 33 years old. The link is always going to be there, you know. John Terry is the coach. They played together for a while. Obviously, Cahill himself used to play for Villa, scored the bicycle kick against Blues. For me, I just think it's lazy journalism. Like, Dean Smith and Purslow, in the interview they did after the playoff final, they were saying we want young, hungry players, and Cahill was quite possibly the opposite to that. Yes, we need a centre-back. Yes, he brings experience, but at 33, he's only got 1, possibly 2 years in him. For me, I think it's rubbish. I don't see it happening. I think it's lazy journalism. Now I've said all that, he's probably gonna sign, but nah, not for me. I don't think it's going to happen, and I probably don't want it to happen either. The last one, absolute rubbish, Daniel Sturridge. It's not, again, like what Dean Smith or Purslow are after. He's not young, he can't stay fit. Yes, in the 13-14 season, linking up with Suarez, he was absolutely unplayable. He was incredible that season. But that was 5-6 years ago now, and nah, not for me at all. He's played barely any games for Liverpool this season. He doesn't look happy at Liverpool. He's already been released by Liverpool, so it'd be a free signing, but nah, not for me. He's so injury prone. People are saying without the injuries he's a class player, but yes he is, but he gets injured so often. He went on loan to West Brom last season. Nobody remembers that because he got injured in his first few games. It would just be such a massive risk, and we need a goal scorer, and if he gets injured in the first few months, which is highly likely, we are screwed. So I don't see it happening. I don't want it to happen. no to Daniel Sturridge and Gary Cahill. So those are all the transfer rumours I'm going to talk about today. A few outgoings as well. Obviously, Tammy Abraham put a little speech on Instagram. I don't see him coming back. After what he said there, I don't see him coming back with the whole transfer thing going on at Chelsea again. He wants to fight for his place. He said Villa will always have a place in his heart, which is nice, but I don't see him coming back. Tuanzebe as well, like Abraham. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to see what he's about at Man United, and I don't see it happening. Funny thing as well though, Tuanzebe, when he did his sort of leaving post on Instagram, used my video, didn't he? No credit was given there, Axel, so I'm not happy with you there, fella. But he used my Tuanzebe chant at Ipswich, so nice to see another Villa player has seen the videos, but credit next time, Axel, mate. Nah, in all seriousness, I don't care. He was a class player, and I think he'll play for England one day, like Abraham. I know Abraham's already played for England, but those two, no doubt about it, should get their chance at Chelsea and Man United respectively. Hopefully they don't come back to haunt us next season, but fair play to both of them. They were fantastic servants to Villa, and good luck to both of them in the future. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's any more rumours that I need to discuss at the moment. It's still kicking off. There's going to be a lot more signings to come, but I think we've started well with the Hotter and El Ghazi signings. Hopefully we see more quickly as well. Go and check out a lot of the other videos. I'm pumping out the content at the moment, so let me know what you think. Go and watch all the other videos. There's a lot more to come as well. In the next few days, there'll be an outtakes video, which is funny. I think that'll be out maybe Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So keep an eye out for that. It's a very funny video. Leave your thoughts in the comments as well about all the players that I've discussed in this video. Are you happy with the El Ghazi signing? I'm sure you are, because he's class. But yeah, without further ado, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. We're very close to 20k, so please do subscribe. And yeah, up the Villa.